Hey everybody, Patrick Spielman here, founder at Upticks. And in this video, I'm going to go through some of the darkest truths about cold email subject lines and some crazy things that are really contradictory to what you've probably learned in the past about cold email. So if you want to really stand out and get your emails opened, these are a few things with your subject lines that you definitely want to avoid if you want to get your cold emails opened. All right, so that's what this video is about. So let's get started. All right, everyone, so let's get into some of the darkest truths here about cold email subject lines. And I just want to warn you here, what I'm going to tell you might seem really stupid, simple, and you might not like what I have to say, but it really is the truth. So let's get into it here. All right, the first thing, again, it's going to seem stupid, simple, but there's no silver bullet with subject lines, okay? There's no magic recipe, magic formula, take this list of subject lines, use every single one of them. There's no magic silver bullet at all. And I'll explain some of this as we go along. But it's just not there. There's no unicorn just waiting for you in the clouds, you know, in the trees, wherever the heck unicorns live. It's not there, okay? It's really up to you to just figure it out, all right? And I'll get to some of the reasons again in a second. At the end of the day, data is king. So you can have somebody telling you their best subject line. I'll give you one of my best subject lines I've used in the past. Introduction. The word introduction. 70 to 80% open rates. All right? At the end of the day, data is king. Okay? Data is king. All you need to do is test your subject lines. You don't need to listen to anybody, really, at the end of the day. What you should be doing is using customized subject lines for your prospects and hit on something maybe emotional or something you found in doing your lead research on that prospect. That's going to be the best way to get results. But even with saying that, data is king. So if the data proves me wrong, then I'm full of shit. All right? And you shouldn't listen to me. Data is king. You got to use it. All right? You should always be A/B testing. Next, industry standard subject lines. If you're still using the subject line quick question and you're not paying attention to your data, your strategy is probably terrible. I hate to say that. If you're using the subject line quick question, now going back to me possibly being full of shit, if the subject line quick question is outperforming anything else you've tried, then I might be full of crap, right? But you might not be benchmarking or using a B test that's good enough to outperform it. All right? So don't just be blindly using quick question anymore, right? I've gotten so many cold emails, I don't even open them. If you send me a cold email with quick question, there's maybe a chance you trick me into opening it, but I'm going to hit delete right away. All right? Unless you've captivated me somehow with your intro line. But more times than not, I don't even open it. So if you're still using the industry standard subject lines, and I get asked by people quite a bit, hey, what's some of your best subject lines? Hey, things change all the time. Industry standards. It used to be industry standard to blindly send connection requests on LinkedIn, right? And everyone got used to that strategy, right? And of course, LinkedIn's now changed the rules, but at some point, like you're getting crazy connection request percentages if you're using that strategy, 75, 80%, and then it dwindled down to 20%. It became an industry standard to ignore them, right? So industry standard subject lines, the more popular they are, the easier they are for your prospect to completely ignore, all right? But again, I'm always going to default data is king. But you got to be good with your variations, all right? You can't just fool yourself into thinking that the industry standard might be working the best because your variation sucks. That's the harsh truth, all right? I'm not here to make people happy or really entertain you. I'm here to tell you the truth, all right? Next, use the KISS method. If you don't know what the KISS method is, it's keep it stupid simple, or in some cases, keep it simple stupid, right? Use the KISS method. I told you one of my subject lines I've used in the past, and I'm not telling you to go and use the subject line introduction. It was one word. So we've ran data on subject line opens based on subject line length and stuff like that. One word subject lines get a pretty darn good open rate. And then the next best performing is somewhere between 5 and 6 words. All right, but that changes. Like, don't just believe what I have to say today, because tomorrow it could change, right? Trends change. Consumer and buyer behaviors change all the time. That's why you got to be leveraging data with your outreach, right? And then lastly, to make things even a little bit more complicated for you, not to scare you off, but results can fluctuate with different personas. For instance, if you're cold emailing me and sending me this repeatable subject line, I might not resonate with that. The type of person I am, super busy. But if you're going to use that same subject line for a director or a VP or a manager or a contributor, things change. So when you're running your campaigns, you really need to isolate your variables and break your campaigns into different personas. Otherwise, you're not going to know where you're getting the best results with your subject lines. And actually, that holds true with even the body content of your cold emails. All right? Results fluctuate with personas. All right, so that's what I have to go over today. I know it seems really dumb and simple, some of these bullet points here, and I don't have this magic list of subject lines for you. At the end of the day, you need to test. But one of the best strategies that you definitely want to test, and you should be doing this with your cold email, with researching your prospects, you should have a custom subject line for your prospect. All right? Based on the research that you do, that's going to be one of the best ways that you're going to be able to get your email not only open. I mean, anyone can create a clickbait email open. You also want them to reply. All right, so using just these repeatable formulas and stuff like that, you're not maximizing your full potential. If you've actually done lead research and you've customized the subject line, even if your subject lines, maybe you get a 55% open rate with a custom subject line, right? And use a repeatable one, call it introduction, 70% open rate, let's say you get with that. But if your reply rates are garbage, it doesn't really matter what your open rate is. All right, so everything is sort of in context. You got to take the pros and the cons. You got to look at the data, right? And make the best decision for you. All right, so that's the darkest truths about cold emails. I could probably go on for days about it. I hope you found this video helpful. If you really did, I'd love for you to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you get alerts every time we launch a new video. As of right now, I'm trying to do one new video every single week. And of course, if you want help automating your sales process and cutting out 80% of your prospecting time, then we'd love for you to check out Upticks, which is our sales automation software to help you win customers faster. All right, so I hope you appreciated this video, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.